Hello everyone, welcome to Corporate Governance course with me, Maria Grace Herlina from Management Department BINUS Business School. On this video, we are going to discuss about governance type. What is it about? First, we see the company. Sometimes the company can or have many divisions, and each division have subsidiary company. So we need control for each division and each subsidiary. The holding companies determines the governance structure and processes of the company and its group. Two distinct options in governing and managing a group of companies. Group company self-governance, allowing its company in the group to govern itself and manage its own affairs, subject to overall group-wide policies and resource allocation. While another type is group-wide governance. What does it mean? It means that emphasizing management through the group management organization structure and management control system, not governance through the board of each subsidiary. The governance of family company can be different. The governance of family controlled companies, they have different focus. Some company focus on maintaining success and further growth. Some comes as the company survive then thrives. And some had involved the reward of an executive directorship and have long-serving ex-executive. Family business, a large portion of these private companies are owned and controlled by family or the founders. Usually 95% of companies are family-owned is in Asia, India, and Latin America. 95% companies are owned by the family. The governance in family-controlled company has different focus. It depends on the evolution of the ownership and control. But there are three major focus on family business company. First, maintaining the success and growth. Second is maintaining the survival theme of the company and to thrive as well. And also the reward for executive directorship. That have long-serving as executive, they need more to appreciative reward. And the next type is governance of joint venture. As we know, joint venture is a company owned by two or more partners. So joint venture or strategic alliances have been preferred way for many companies, especially the big one who wants to enlarge their market. They make the joint venture or strategic alliance company to enter new market, transfer technology, procure supplies, obtain finance, share management skill, manufacture product around the world, or share risk on an international scale. Many of the joint venture company involves in the incorporation of joint venture company owned by the two or more partners in the joint venture. A crucial aspect of governance in joint venture company is to realize that only matters concerning the joint ventures can properly be handled by the joint venture company's board. The competitions of the board in joint venture need to be considered carefully and written into the joint ventures agreement. We have to be careful because the ownership consists of many or two or more companies. And then, as I previously mentioned, that any kind of organization needs governance. And the next one is about NGO, non-profit organization. Non-profit organization also need to be governed, especially because this is the voluntary and community organizations such as education, hospital, sport, public sectors. So it is also need to be governed. The NGO has typical features for an organization. They are working for public goods. They aim reflects community objectives. Their legal status is rooted in the law of trust, charity, cooperative, and not the company law as the business law as usual. Their firm can take various legal structures. Their underpinning constitution determines their forms and purpose. Governance is provided by a governing body, such as a board of trustee, management committee, etc. Their performance is measured by the achievement of multiple goals and is often difficult to measure because their goals is for community objectives. Okay, next we are talking about the governing body is often large and drawn entirely from outside, non-executive director. Their objectives can be conflicted. Nomination of the governing body may come from members, funding bodies including the state representative bodies. The top management team are typically invited to attend meeting in governing body to make reports, answer questions, and membership of governing body is usually voluntary and unpaid. You can see the difference. So trustees are the guardian angels of a voluntary organization, watching over its activities and need to be competent, informed, but personally disinterested. For this type of organization, there are such distinction, the standard of good governance for this type of organization. First, focusing on the organization's purpose and outcomes for citizens and service users. Performing effectively in clearly defined functions and roles. Promoting values for the whole organization and demonstrating value of good governance through behavior. Taking informed, transparent decision and managing risk. Developing the capacity and capability of the governing body to be effective, and engaging stakeholders and making accountability real. Next, we are going to talk about the governance of partnership and limited liabilities partnership. What does it mean? Partnership means a legal organization formed in which two or more people agreed to join together to achieve common goal under a partnership agreement. A partnership agreement is a legal organization. We have common goal, and partnership agreement determines the contribution of each partner is required to make real to the partnership. The way partnership will be governed and managed. For example, professional practices in accountability and medicine. A partnership has fewer constraints and lower requirement for reporting than a business company. The normal form of governance is through meeting of all the partners because it is limited. If partners geographically spread, the partnership may decide to appoint a managing partner and a governing body that can be a management committee. That's the kind of governance in partnership, because partners seems equal and they share, and there is no obligation to one another. That is my explanation, for the type of governance. Hope this explanation can make you learn more about corporate governance. See you on my next video. Thank you and goodbye.